Hey guys, and welcome to Jazzy Family Vacation. My name is Theresa, and my husband Jeff is normally be on the video with me, but he's not on this video. So I wanted just to do a YouTube video so I can tell you guys what we did. Happy New Year to everyone. We just came back from a cruise. We left on December the 30th. Well, the cruise was December 30th and it lasted all the way to January the 4th, but we were there 2 days prior to the cruise, and we were on Carnival Valor. Carnival Valor moved to New Orleans, Louisiana. So we took a 5-day cruise from New Orleans, Louisiana, all the way, went to Cozumel, Mexico, and Progreso, Mexico. So it was a great cruise. It was a great way to bring in 2020. Again, Happy New Year. I wish many prosperity in 2020 for you guys. We're travel agents. If you like us to book your cruise, or it don't necessarily have to be a cruise. It could be a land resort, or if you just want to fly out to Hawaii, we're able to do that. Make for sure you go to jazzyfamilyvacation.com, and you can email us, you can text us, and we'll be able to book that cruise for you. So I just wanted to go ahead and do this YouTube video while it's fresh on my mind and tell you about Carnival Valor, the process in New Orleans. We have cruised out of Galveston, Texas. We have cruised out of Port Canaveral before in Florida. But I would like to say New Orleans, Louisiana, their cruise terminal, it was the best. It was very fast service. When I say very fast, it was a very fast service. As soon as you drive up there, you have people directing you and telling you where you need to go. You didn't have to say, well, where do I need to go? Do I need to park this way? Do I need to park that way? They're telling you where to park. And once you get in there, there's guys with this little luggage wheel or whatever you call it, where they're putting your luggage there. And once they put their luggage, they're taking it on to the ship, and you're just finding a parking spot to park. It was plenty of room to park. We didn't have to worry about, where are we going to park? It was plenty of room. Then we had to go through and show our passport, birth certificates, your ID. And they really didn't take a picture. I'm so familiar with, like, when we left out of Galveston, you had to stand there, you had to take a picture, and you had to wait. But literally, they didn't take a picture. That somehow, I guess, with our passport, or they took a picture some kind of way, but we didn't have to take a picture. Once they saw our passport, we went straight to the ship, basically. I mean, that's literally, guys. We went straight to the ship. The process was probably about 20 minutes. That's the fastest service I ever experienced. And we've been on a lot of cruises. That is the fastest service we ever been on. So it was a great experience. It was not stressful. It was very relaxing. And I'm going to tell you about the pros of Carnival Valor. Again, it was a 5-day cruise. Usually when we go cruising, we cruise like for 7 days. I haven't been on a 5-day cruise since 2015, but we went on a 5-day cruise because my husband wanted to get away, and my mother, she's 75 years old. She never been on a cruise before. She never been anywhere, and this was her first time getting away, and she had a great time. Again, this cruise was from December 30th to all the way to January the 4th, and we went to Cozumel, Mexico. We went to Progreso, Mexico. I love Cozumel, Mexico. I've been to Cozumel, Mexico so many times. I can't count on my hands and toes, but Cozumel, Mexico has beautiful beaches. We loved it. We had a great time. Progreso, I wasn't very pleased with Progreso. This is our second time going to Progreso. I really didn't care too much about that. In certain areas that we were walking around, they did not want you to use. They didn't have public restrooms. They would charge you literally $5 to use their restaurant. $5 to use their restroom. So we had to hurry up and get on out of there. We really didn't stay in Progreso. We walked around probably all together about 20 or 30 minutes, and we took a shuttle back to the cruise terminal. but they were charging $5 to use their restroom. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay $5 to use the restroom. And so I wouldn't, my personal opinion, I would not want to go back to Progresso. I didn't care too much for Progresso. The food on Carnival Valor, the buffet was really great. I mean, I had oatmeal, fruits, scrambled eggs. They had French toast. They had, it's just too much to name, but the food was great in the buffet. We ate at Guy's Burgers joint. That was an excellent burger. I mean, it's a great burger. They had a deli where they had turkey wraps. They had turkey burgers. It was awesome. The food was great. Excuse me, guys. And they had a barbecue joint on there. I really wasn't impressed with the barbecue. It wasn't that great. Not too many people was up there getting any barbecue. They had briskets. I'm used to the smell of the brisket being cooked, but that wasn't a real, food. But the beans were not cooked. It was too crunchy for me. It wasn't soft at all. But I didn't like the barbecue place. I wanted to try it just to see what it's all about. The cruise director, Kevin, he was awesome. I mean, he was very awesome. They had different shows. The shows were okay. But I feel on the shows that they could have been more entertainment. The love and marriage was great. We really loved that. The kids had a great time in the kids program. I had a 13-year-old. Just remember and that's called Circle K. He could sign himself out. Your child could sign themselves out. And he was roaming around on the cruise ship by himself. So he's 13. You got to get him prepared for the real world. And he was responsible. When I say you need to be in your room at a certain time, he came in at a certain time. But they were so impressed with the kids program. My 7-year-old had a great time. He met a lot of friends. My 13-year-old met a lot of friends. Even I met a lot of friends. There's a lot of friendly people on Carnival. We met a lot of friendly people, good people, nice people on Carnival. It was just so nice. It was just, the 5 days went by really fast. Now, Carnival Valor, a lot of people told me in the past that it's a lot of rocking. It didn't bother me. I didn't get sick. Nobody in the family got seasick at all. But it was a lot of rocking going on Carnival Valor. So that's the only thing. It was a lot of rocking. You felt the rocking. But again, I didn't get sick. My husband, my kids, my mother, we were all fine. Nobody on the ship. I didn't see anybody get sick. But it is a lot of rocking more than the other cruise that we've been on. But we had a great time. The person that made, the room steward that made our bed, he was friendly. I didn't have to go and say, we need more towels, we need more soap. We did not have to do that. It was, he was very, it was organized. It was, we had an inside cabin. It was beautiful. I've never had a cabin like that. It was very beautiful. It was clean. It was beautiful. We had a great time. So if you're interested in going to Carnival Valor, you need to, take that trip, try it out. This is not going to be our last cruise. We're going to go on multiple other cruises. We're planning another one as we speak. And we're going to come live and we're going to do, more videos. We have pictures of our trip. We're editing it. We're getting it ready to post and everything like that on our YouTube channel. Make for sure you subscribe, guys, to our Jazzy Family Vacation. If you haven't subscribed yet, make for sure you subscribe to that channel. Before I lost track, but before we got on the trip, we stayed in New Orleans 2 times. We stayed there 2 days. We went to USS Kids. It's like a battleship where you can just walk around and see what it's like living on there. Like if you were in the Navy or Air Force, it was a great opportunity. We walked the French Quarter, Bourbon Street. It was a lot of people. Went to the Catholic Church. We tried the beignet, that special dessert that people are talking about. It was really good. We actually Try the beignet at Riverwalk Mall. That's where we tried it at. It was a long wait. It was a long line, but the line is more longer in the French Quarters. We went to the Jazz Museum because my oldest son, he plays the trombone, and we saw a lot of instruments, a lot of history. Again, that YouTube video will be coming up where you can see all of that information. We just had a great time. First time ever been into New Orleans, Louisiana. You know, it was just great to see. It was a lot of people there. It was a lot of marketing, you know, like people were selling different clothes, fruits, different things like that. We had an awesome time in New Orleans for the 2 days before we went into this cruise. We never sailed on holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. This was the first time that we ever sailed on any cruise line on New Year's Eve, a couple days before New Year's, and they brought in 2020 with a blast. It was a great opportunity. Guys, if you never sail on New Year's, you need to think about sailing on New Year's. Carnival Valor, we had a great time on Carnival Valor. The cons is very few cons about Carnival Valor I didn't like, is that from previous cruise line like Royal Caribbean, that's what we normally cruise on. Is Royal Caribbean was all about hand sanitizer. When you go to the Windjammer, no, you gotta put hand sanitizer in your hand. They did not do that. They had the hand sanitizer there, but it was up to you if you want to use the hand sanitizer or not. That's the thing that one thing I didn't like, but I put hand sanitizer on myself, and my kids put it on them. That's just basically, I'm trying to think of if there's any other cons that I didn't like about the ship. I mean, it was a fun ship. That's the only thing. I mean, the people were friendly. One thing is that we had, you know, a certain time in the Washington dining room, and one of our waiters that, like, he wasn't happy. He didn't want to be there. So that was the pros. I mean, that's the cons about that. But otherwise, the overall ship, I give it a 10. I mean, it was a great experience. It was a great experience again for my mom, which is 75 years old, never been on the ship. She realizes a lot of walking, you know what I'm saying, as well as when you get off the ports, it's a lot of walking. But we had a great time, and what better way of bringing in 2020 but on a cruise. Again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, make for sure you subscribe to Jazzy Family Vacations. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. Make for sure that you subscribe to our channel. And if you comment below and tell us, let us know if you ever cruised on New Year. And if you did, what was the cruise line? What's the name of your cruise ship that you cruised on? Guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions or if you would like to book a cruise with us, make for sure you call Jazzy Family Vacation. All that information will be under our YouTube description. And you have a wonderful day. Bye.